good show. We should do that thing that all casters seem to do, where they talk slightly quietly before a match, as if not realizing that people can hear them.
Okay, alright, I'll have two
talk
mojitos and
talk about things
and some cigars.
Oh, and now we're back in the game.
Hi guys.
Hello. I am Danavus. Joining me as always is The.Spectre. It is game night. We are playing all random for the lols. So we're going to be jumping right into it. Spectre, start us off.
I will. On the side of the Radiant, we have Virus on the Nakes, Wonderland on the Dro Ranger, Juicy on the Crystal Maiden, Nom 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 Doto on the Naga Siren, and the final player is Nox IWJ on the Ogre Magi.
And over on the dire side, we have Liz Bean playing the Spectral Luna, whose body seems to have
no
disappeared.
head.
She is in fact a ghost.
Ghost Luna!
We have EJ taking the Death Prophet, Shocks playing the Dazzle, Devalitius
We always
playing the
have
Clockwork,
trouble with his name.
playing the Clockwork, and K on the Faceless Void. Not a bad lineup for the Dire, I've got to say.
It's... Both lineups are rather terrible.
Look, you got oh, the Dire, you got two farming carries, you got an initiator, you got a nice mid hero, and you got a support.
Yeah. And then on the side of the Radiant, you have
three farming carries and
two supports. And the Dro can easily be played in the mid. I would assume they would send her mid.
Yeah, looks like that's where she's going. But yeah, I mean, they're not like no one's gotten an abysmal draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're both not horrible drafts. They're less than optimal, but this is why we play AR. We get to see awesome heroes that we basically never see, like Death Prophet and Dazzle, and you know also Dro and CM. So this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, this worked out quite well. And,
I think both teams definitely have an opportunity to win, depending on the early and mid.
He only agrees if he wins.
Now we can see the next. Have you seen the range at level 1 open wounds?
No.
It is hilarious. I'll draw a circle around him of how wide it is. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, I can't draw, because it's in the freaking thing. There, you can see it on the minimap, but you can't actually see it on the ground.
I can't see in the minimap.
Okay.
I can see my vector drawings.
You drawing.
I think you can see my cool vector drawings.
Yeah. Oh no, they're not vector for me.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, do it now.
Okay, just wait. I gotta wait till he stops
30
moving
seconds
next.
to go.
I'm just gonna
Virus.
follow him.
God.
Follow. It looks like they're gonna be sending Virus into the jungle. He's got a scout shield and a quelling blade, so that's something that they can easily do with the 3 farming heroes, is have a jungler, a duel, and a solo. And Juicy does have the taunt, of course,
game is on.
making snow angels down at the bottom.
Look at that. That's spectacular. I love that. Look at it go.
She's popping up snow everywhere she's going. Poof, poof. And meanwhile, the Dire side have blocked off the pool camp.
Draw the thing.
Okay, it's that wide.
That's very small.
Like that wide.
Is that smaller than it used to be?
Yeah, it used to be at like, I think it was 600 range at all levels, which is like, it was like 600 or 700, which is about to there.
Well, okay, so
and
that's
and now at
that's
first
been
level it's there.
That's suffered a little bit of a nerf.
Yeah. Like, it's not so bad, because you can still get, like, you know, a Rubik lift and then get in range to pop it off, but it's not as potent at level 1 than it used to be.
I like Nom Nom's quite exotic Naga set here.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, isn't it?
Sort of got this sort of a lure kind of, you know, deep sea lure fish kind of thing. Anglerfish.
It's Queen Amidala.
No, it's not. Everything is not Queen Amidala.
One easy way to piss off Danavus. Get science fiction things wrong.
Piss me off.
Oh, Liz being trapped in the bushes here.
Liz.
See some...
Oh, the net.
The net comes out, but it's only a level 1 net, and the heal from Dazzle from the shocks. The shocks wave is gonna come through. And now
He's gonna keep
Juicy's actually the one
Juicy,
that's in
man.
trouble. Juicy,
He's
very slow
like-
movement speed. Liz needs to come up and do a Lucent Beam, but the stun comes out. Is there going to be another net? The heal comes out. It does have enough
Amount
for
of
a
time
net.
not doing anything. Like,
Oh,
turn
and
on
now
it.
Shox is in a lot of trouble,
Oh.
and Juicy gets the first blood. Unfortunately,
Oh.
Liz not coming forward and using the Lucent Beam on the Crystal Maiden to get the kill.
That is unfortunate for everybody but Juicy. He's gonna be very pleased with himself for that one.
And Shox is already back in the lane. But with that, we should definitely see a flying courier come out from the Crystal Maiden if she's doing her supporting job.
Which we doubt she is.
Sitting at 600 gold, come on CM, where's this flying courier?
Death Prophet gets into the haste room and pops it off, apparently, but didn't do anything.
I think she was just going for a little look to see if she could find Nakes. But it was a no-go. Meanwhile, Nakes has the rage. Hopefully when he actually gets that open wounds, I can mouse over it and it'll show the range.
Doesn't at the moment.
It should, because yeah, he hasn't leveled it up yet. So as soon as he does, we'll be able to see it.
Looking at the last hits, we've got the Faceless Void with a commanding lead of 18.
He certainly does. The Dro not doing too badly for herself in mid lane. Of course, early game is probably the worst time to try and last hit with Dro, as she just has an abysmal attack, attack animation. It's horrible.
It's very painful.
But as soon as she
Liz.
gets one level up in her ultimate, pew 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 pew.
Liz down on the bottom lane, lagging behind a little bit with only 6.
Yeah, we normally do see Liz on a support role, so it'll be interesting to see how she farms up on the Headless Horseman.
The Headless Horse Luna. That's freaky. That's really freaky.
Yeah, just
They've
like
broken
looking at
down
that
her model,
portrait.
and it seems that every time they break down a new model, they also break the model.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in breaking down the model, they broke her face.
But it's okay. It's okay. Her ass survived, so that's what's important.
Crystal Maiden, of course, needing a very large woolly cloak with the cleavage showing. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
want
that's
to be
essential.
cold in the
I mean-
winter of Ice Rack.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you know, if you've seen girls from like Sweden and Russia and stuff, that's how they dress.
All fuzzy and
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
measure.
You lose 0% body heat from the tits. Everyone knows this.
So they are actually going on the Dazzle.
Oh,
here.
that Dazzle!
They're gonna have to
Oh, and
Shadow
the
Grave
Shadow
themselves just in time. The Lucent Beam comes out and they're gonna have to back off here. And we also have an Invis Death Prophet. This Crystal Maiden is dead.
Oh, that's very dead.
Lisbean getting the kill and also popping off her tranquils. Excellent carry play from Lisbean.
Thanks.
Good job, Liz. Getting the clarity potion as well to get her back up to using that Lucent Beam. She
Meanwhile,
should.
surprisingly, Ogre is getting the levels.
Last hits.
Yeah. Like they should... If Clockwork just maxed up Battery Assault and ran next to him, he wouldn't be able to get away.
No. Yeah, that one ward stock at the beginning is going to really change things.
Yeah. It's pretty... I don't know, it's pretty hard. I gotta say, it should still go to offlane to block the pull camp, but then you'll need like to send both heroes up there so you can use one and then transfer it, or have the courier follow you so you can ferry it. So, and
Yeah,
there we
it
go.
did
We see
really-
him finally get going on the Yoga here, but he's just so tanky. He's actually has a chance to try and kill off the Void here, but the cast time
No,
keeps on getting
that's-
interrupted by the battery assault, and he does
Oh, look
salve
at
us
that
as
heal.
well. And a tango, so he's gonna just get all of that health back. And he also has an Orb of Venom, the best thing to get if you're against two melee people, because you can just chase them forever.
And he doesn't die. That's amazing that he didn't go down there.
Yeah, just the natural tankiness of Ogre showing. Oh, and Lisbean in a bit of danger here, but no, they're not gonna go on it.
Pings for the regen rune down there. Death Prophet's going to collect that. It's going to be nice for her. She's in need.
Definitely controlling this mid lane here, up 29 last hits to Dro's 25. Not too large of a game, but she is controlling every rune at the same time, so...
Drow, however, does have a lot more denies, so...
Certainly
suffering that XP a little bit.
Yeah, and especially if you do rooms, you do miss out on a little bit of XP and last hit chances. So it's actually
Unfortunately has no regen left other than that magic stick. So
it looks like
she's picked up a salve off the career.
The courier, who has quite the effects trail, it is Juicy's and has 83 games viewed, so you can see the effect of leveling up there.
Wow, that really inspires me to go and watch games.
Yeah, it actually looks very cool.
It's pretty. Wait until we get to the international, and there'll be like 100 or more.
Yeah, way more. It'll be insane.
Heaps, dude. Yeah, it'll be crazy.
Ooh,
oh man. Alright. Well. Oh, EJ's. Oh, and misses.
Silence misses. And Dro really can't kill her in a one-on-one situation at the moment. The witchcraft is just too quick. Like, if she manages to get off even if she gets off an ice arrow, it'll still be a difficult chase, because if Death Prophet just turns around and can spam wave, then Dro's gonna die. Like, she's very squishy.
And she's gonna pop off that regen rune just to give her a bit of a heal there. She should use the wave again, but she's got no target, just to keep that regen going.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like Ogre has phase boots. An interesting
He's trying to do a wrap around here. He's gonna run straight into her.
Oh, it's gonna start whacking. You see the power of that orb of venom and those phase boots. Look at the damage coming out, but Death Prophet.
I would honestly have used. I would have used my ulti right there as a Death Prophet.
Oh, definitely. And oh, look at the dazzle go down. The right clicks from the ogre.
Oh,
the sun comes down. This is going to be death. Yes, it is. A death for the Death Prophet as well. This offlane ogre paying off.
Yeah, misplays there. I don't know why EJ didn't use the exorcism. I mean, there are a lot of heroes there. I would have popped that off as soon as I saw that.
Yeah, definitely. Because if he's going to be chasing you, a lot of heroes just get so blinded by the chase that they don't realize the insane amount of damage that they take from exorcism.
Yeah, and just run away a bit. You had the haste rune, you could just dance around him. And then going back into that fight, I don't know why that wasn't popped off.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice there.
Yeah.
We do see Lisbeen getting the drums. Or not quite yet, but saving up for those drums. Oh, and the sleep gets popped off by the Naga Siren. Feeling a bit in danger there of getting eclipsed by Luna.
So a nice rocket flare cancels out the tranquil boots on that Naga.
That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, the Nyx has been left completely alone in the jungle. Has level 7.5 at the moment,
mid-tower's coming
and
apart.
is highest last hits in the game at the moment, but net worth is a bit below the top.
Looks like he's not going to be going for that Midas either. He's elected to go for the early phase boots.
It's quite an odd decision, I've got to say. If you have free farm in the jungle, even if you get it slightly late, a Midas will pay itself off. Especially if you're going against a hero like a Faceless Void, who is just backtracking everything coming at him. It was probably 3 or 4 hits in a row from the Dro and Ogre that was just doing absolutely
nothing. Oh no, why would you coax yourself in there?
Oh no, but it's not enough to kill him off. Why did the last...
Oh, the Ogre coming in!
Oh, and the last hit! The club! And they can even dive on this Void. I don't know why he didn't just go in, and he is so tanky, but deciding not to.
Carry Ogre does not take risks.
Apparently his 700 health is just not enough to take down the 300 health of Void.
Just it's not. It can't be done. Not with the tower.
TPing to mid. They're gonna try and get a wraparound on EJ. Oh, the Frost Arrow is silenced and stunned. This Radiant team is really playing well.
Just wait for the last. You can see the. Oh.
And Lisbeen, meanwhile, gets a double kill on bottom lane.
Very nice, Liz.
So
popping off to get that.
And that will be the completion of her drums. This Radiant team, after having a bit of a rocky start, is really starting to put the pressure on the Dire side with some excellent rotations and individual play.
Boom, there it goes.
We see the Nyx come out, but he still hasn't skilled open wounds. I just want to see the radius. Oh, but look at that. The Dro seeming to be a bit of a counter to the clockwork, just sitting
Dyer's
outside of the
mid-tower
cogs and
won't last much
owning him.
longer.
The Nate's in a bit of a bad spot. Death
Good
Copper
little,
throws out the silence instantly.
Silence.
And the Dro, for some reason, has 2 magic wands.
And of course, they do not stack, so bit of a mistake by Wonderland there.
I think
Pretty
it's because earlier they had the I caught it on the stream, but at that point they had the wand was coming out to them with the recipe, but for some reason it didn't combine, and so
Weird.
the recipe was left on there. So
I know that Wonderland did drop a branch on the
Radiant's
ground,
bottom
so...
tower's seen better days.
well, hello Wonderland, who's apparently listening into the stream. Possibly. I like that bow.
The Drobo. Which one is it?
Old piece bow. It has like a cool
Oh.
double...
Yeah, I've got that. It's
That's
one
like a
of the
cool kinda-
ones that I won in a game.
it has a kind of cool kind of double
String.
drawstring sometimes. Not always though.
Yeah.
Only when she's moving and it glitches out.
Are you sure it's not like a weird interaction with the side of the circle? Oh no, wait, there it is.
Yeah,
It seems
see?
like it's only when she's running back to base it does it.
Yeah. So her bow of fleeing.
Come on, Nix. Level up open wounds. Level it up so we can laugh. It looks
He
like
doesn't want to, it's so bad.
the level 9 he's probably just going to put a point in rage. Yeah, he does. Come on. Next level, you gotta put it up. You're not going to go stats over open wounds, are you? Like, it may be rubbish early levels, but by now you could have it maxed. You could be open woundsing the Liz Bean at the moment. Oh, so
Instead, the Liz Bean is going to escape.
But she's too fast. Those drums,
The
too
Dyer
good.
best do something about that
Yeah,
bottom
372, 425 now. Move speed on Liz Bean.
Yeah, now the Tranquil's unbroken.
Now the trinkets are unbroken.
And that's a hero that really doesn't kind of suffer from the Tranquil nerf, is Luna. With her naturally
Dyer's bottom
high
tower's
base
getting the
movement speed,
business.
it doesn't really matter if she drops from 50 to 25. It's still going to be more than most heroes.
Guess what's
Yeah, I mean,
happening
I
to
like to have her a
Dyer's
lot
bottom
more
tower?
than, you know, like a lot more, so, you know, it does affect it in that way.
The Dyer best do something about that bottom tower.
Like,
But-
I like to run circles around those heroes. On top,
Well,
Void and Crystal Maiden staring each other down.
Although yeah, I was going to say, just at that point, is the Radiant doing a very good job of rotating around
Giant
the
CM!
map. But they still haven't shut this Void down. He's sitting at 4.9k
Dyer
net
disowned
worth.
that bottom
He's the
tower.
highest at the moment with Naix and Ogre right behind him.
Oh, they're hitting him
Dyer's
hard, but he
mid
just
tower
keeps
is coming
backtracking.
out. Technical difficulty.
Oh, and the stun
Oh,
comes out as well.
oh.
The leaps off cooldown in another second. Oh, and the stun. 1 times multicast. A bit of a graphical
Yeah.
glitch there, but he was not getting away.
Well, that's one death for the Void.
Dyer's mid
And
tower
the
is
Ogre
well.
Magi has now eclipsed him in net worth.
No
Ogre,
breaking through the Dyer's
an
structures
off-lane
for now.
solo Ogre has now eclipsed a Void, a farming Void. The
Oh,
things we see.
We see the
Dyer's
dive
mid
coming in.
tower
Is
is
Juicy going to
nothing
go for the
now.
ultimate? He hasn't skilled it, so no, that would have been a
I wanna
perfect
mine the top
opportunity to
tower.
level it, to skill it up. Although, of course, the Lucent Beam would have cancelled it out. Liz being in a bit of trouble. Her ultimate is on
Dyer's
cooldown
top
for a while, and
tower.
Dazzle
Shots is
unable
in
to
trouble.
Shadow Grave. Oh, but a big wave coming through. Oh, tries to Lucent Beam, but gets cancelled off by the Frostbite.
Dyer's
And
top
we see
tower's
Naix
getting
pick
beat
up his
down.
armlet.
Has he picked up the open wounds?
He
He hasn't leveled up yet.
He does
Dyer's
not.
got one less top
He's only level
tower.
9.5.
Come on, Nax, hurry it up.
So at the moment, the net worth of almost the entire Radiant team is above the Dire. Of course, CM being the only one below, who's doing a very good job of supporting, making sure the wards are up. And
And there's Yules on the Ogre.
oh dear, this ogre.
I don't know, it's odd, because you didn't expect, like, looking at this game, I looked at it and went, okay, the Naix will probably outcarry the Void. Like, that's going to be the real threat. I did not sit there thinking, oh yes, the Ogre will outcarry the Void.
Well, that's the thing. Even if he has more farm, he's not necessarily going to outcarry him unless he gets extremely lucky with multicast and Void gets extremely unlucky with backtrack.
There is a lot of luck in this game at the moment. He is very surrounded though. This ogre, he's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he gets hooked and he's inside
He heals
the
himself.
rage cage.
There he goes. There's the yules.
Yules after the stun, but he's so stuck. That is the death of an ogre. Takes 4 heroes. And for some reason, Dro comes into almost melee range before starting the attacks. And
Which of course negates her ultimate entirely.
She's building up a
There's
Shadow Blade.
Defensive chrono.
Not really doing too much. Blocking them off for a little bit from chasing, but just kind of stalemates the situation out. And now Radiant really kind of have the advantage for the next team fight.
I think the cogs may have sort of blocked Void off from really doing anything with that, but he doesn't have the damage yet to make it very effective.
And he is going for a Battle Fury as well. So
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty late Battle Fury at this point.
Very late Battle Fury. We're looking at 27 minutes, I'd say. Oh, and that Dazzle explodes. Look at the damage coming out of the Dro. This is the ultimate pub stomper hero.
Oh, and there comes Liz with the ulti.
Lisbon, the ultimate, just melts everyone. Going line with Virus, but decides not to chase. Oh, she's going after him now. No.
Guess what's happening to
Comes
Dias,
off, but
bud?
Ogre comes in the back. Oh, a 3 times multicast on the Luna. She throws out the Lucid Beam. Oh, and the stun coming out from the Void. Uses the